Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. Welcome to this Startup the Future, our new challenge with Galp. This is the third of our 5 sessions that we're doing with Galp and the team. My name is Juan Botero, and I'm here from representing Hello Tomorrow, along with Vincent, Gonzalo, and Alba. We're from the consulting team, and we're part of Hello Tomorrow. And just to give you a brief introduction about what we do, we've been working for the last 11 years now, building an ecosystem of startups, corporates, and investors. What we do is we try to foster spaces where these connections happen to help, on one side, startups to access this connection with corporates, with investors, but most importantly, to help innovation develop along on the deep tech side. So the idea is we help this network of startups and VCs through our global challenge that just happened a couple of months ago. It was 4,000 startups from all over the world applying to our 10 tracks. One of them was an energy track, now with the consulting side, what we do is we help companies in their innovation endeavors, so on innovation challenges like this one. And the idea is to help startups access this innovation challenges and to build relationships with corporates such as Galp. So today, for this session, we have Joanna Larsen. She's the Open Innovation Lead at Galp. And we have Pedro Ferreira. He's the Downstream Innovation Lead. So I'm going to leave up to them to present themselves and continue the conversation. Joanna, please.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Joanna. I am part of the Open Innovation team at Galp. And most specifically, what I do is lead the startup engagement and external ecosystems area. This is one of the core areas of our open innovation platform, which is called Galp Upcoming Energies. And we are basically in charge of connecting Galp to startups and to other potential partners that can eventually enter the pipeline of innovation projects at Galp. So we basically work as enablers for our innovation centers. Pedro Ferreira is one of our partners in one of the innovation centers at Galp. And we help the centers find the right solutions to test, and that could even eventually have the potential to be scaled and integrated into Galp's business. And now for Pedro.
Yeah, thank you, Joanna. So I'm Pedro. I joined Galp more or less 1 year ago, but I have been working in the energy field, and more specifically in the innovation energy field for the last 10 years. I think Joanna already explained what we are doing here in the innovation. So trying to find, to source, screen, and then to try to incorporate new products and service for Galp business. In particular, I'm working in the Commercial Innovation Center. So it's a center that dedicates the efforts to find new products for the end customer. So, and inside end customer, you have the industrial space, buildings, the residential space, electric mobility. So quite broad innovation center.
Thank you, Pedro and Joanna. So the idea now is if you can please tell us a little bit about this challenge that you're launching today specifically. Let's remember that we have a chat if you go to the right on the bottom. At any time during the conversation, please feel free to ask any questions you may have about this challenge, about what other information you would like to be having about what we're discussing, and we'll make sure to make this questions along during the conversation. So let's kick it off. And Joanna, the stage is yours. Please tell us a little bit more about this challenge that we're launching.
So about the challenge specifically, so maybe before the challenge, I would talk a bit about Galp. Just to introduce the company to all of you who might not know us. So Galp is currently an integrated energy company. We are a company based in Portugal, but we are present in 10 countries with a direct business there, and then we export to many others. Mainly our business is in Portugal, Spain, so Iberian Peninsula, and also big focus in Brazil, and also in several African countries. Traditionally, and this is important to note, we are an oil and gas company, but we have been shifting our business to renewables and to new energies with a strong focus on decarbonizing our industrial facilities. And this is something that has been ongoing. So as of now, we are already one of the leading producers of green electricity, so electricity from solar energy in Iberia. We also promote integrated solutions, for example, towards electric mobility. We have business also to the end consumer to sell solar panels with our brand Galp Solar. We also are very invested in basically, as I said, decarbonizing our industrial facilities. And we have this main goal of reaching, of course, net zero emissions in 2050, which is one of the reasons why we are doing this, this program. Moving on to the next slide, more specifically about how we are doing in terms of innovation. And why our role is essential to the objectives of the company. Pedro already mentioned this a bit, but we are organized in two innovation centers, so Pedro is part of one of them. Our centers are mirrors of our business units. And what exactly do they do? So the first one, the Industrial Innovation Center, is the one that is going to reframe our core business related to oil while it still exists. So it explores technologies such as carbon capture and utilization, green hydrogen, storage, biofuels, e-fuels, and many other areas. And then the Renewables and Commercial Innovation Center, where Pedro works at, and Pedro works on the commercial part of it, it explores many topics. So it explores renewable energies, for example, solar and wind generation, with several innovative projects such as, for example, agrivoltaics, which connects agriculture and solar PV, or virtual power plants. Then, most specifically for the commercial, so for the end consumer, and this means B2C and also B2B, we have a strong focus on smart energy solutions with projects related to flexibility and aggregation. We also focus on smart mobility. We have pilots, for example, on battery swapping, second life batteries. We are also exploring wireless charging. And finally, one of our main verticals in the center is also smart retail, which is the only one that is not directly connected to the energy transition. This vertical focuses on improving the customer experience at our convenience stores, which are mainly located at our service stations, with projects such as self-checkout and computer vision. In terms of how our team is made upon and what we are doing, the innovation department is very broad in terms of backgrounds. So we come from, some of us come from psychology, others from engineering, others from design, geology, so several backgrounds here so that we have also cognitive diversity. We are made of 25 people with 9 different nationalities, and we are spread across different Galp offices from Madrid to Rio de Janeiro. And as you can see also here, we have already invested more than 100 million euros in innovation projects. And the focus areas that you see here on the right are some of the topics that we are betting on more for this year. So battery value chain, biofuels, carbon capture, mobility, energy and cost optimization, renewable energies, green hydrogen and sustainable fuels. Most of them I had already covered. but we have them here just so you know some of the focuses that we are betting on right now. And in terms of, once again, how we support these intentions, we also have our recently launched, so last year we launched Galp Upcoming Energies, where I work at, and that is also the reason why we are all here today, because of the Startup the Future program that we have. Galp Upcoming Energies as an open innovation platform is an enabler of these two innovation centers. And by working for the innovation centers, we also work for the whole company. And this is going to be the second edition of Startup the Future. We launched the first one last year, and we are redoing this because it was, in our own eyes, very successful for our first try in this area. It was a program that received last year more than 200 applications from more than 50 countries. And we had several winners, and we are already developing and testing on the process of testing solutions with 3 of those winners. And we had 4 in total. So for us, we are very happy with that and very excited about this new year and this new edition that we are all here for. So on my side, that is all. And I will now give the floor to Gonçalo to continue.
Thank you so much. Okay, some technical problems, but I think that's solved. Moving on. Thank you, Joanna, so much for your clear explanation and overview on Galp, and more specifically the open innovation side and this transition to cleaner energies. So here I want to quickly go over this specific program that we have going on with Galp, so Startup the Future. And we can see that the program is focused in 5 different verticals, as you can see. And today we'll be focusing on decarbonizing and optimizing the industry, but we're also focused on managing data, scaling energy storage and environmental processes, bringing energy to everyone, and harnessing electric mobility. That one will be hosted in collaboration with BMW and Mini, as you can see there. We already had 2 Ask Me Anything sessions before, managing data and bringing energy to everyone. But you're here today for decarbonizing and optimizing the industry, so the one in the center, and that's what we'll be talking about today. I also want to focus and say that we are focusing on startups working on technology-based solutions, at least at the technological readiness level of 3-4. So basically talking about an experimental proof of concept, and that's at least that stage. So here again, focusing on decarbonizing and optimizing the industry, and I'll leave the word to Pedro so we can go a little bit further in the technologies and solutions that we are looking together and looking for applications on in this specific vertical. So Pedro, if you can elaborate a little bit more.
Yeah, thanks, Gonçalo. Yeah, here we have some of the topics that we have been working on, and we are trying to explore a little bit in more detail, and hoping to find nice solutions here in this program to cover not each of these topics, but some of those topics. I would like to divide this. Maybe it could be better to divide this in three main groups. So the first one, I will say that is the analyze. So we will to tackle the industry, we have to first analyze the energy consumptions. So if we're not have visibility about the consumptions, we also cannot then optimize and then decarbonize. Okay, so the first step will be the analyze, and here we are trying to explore solutions that could enable energy audit remotely. Okay, it could be a nice topic to explore. Avoid to go to the customer facility and try to first of all try to do a preliminary energy audit. It's one of the topics. Then non-intrusive load monitoring. Okay, also here. Also, again, trying to optimize all the process, avoiding to install lots of sensors and meterings and so on. So this technology that is called NILM. It's also interesting, and another buzzword that it's not here, but it's also important, that's the digital twins. So try to replicate and understand what we have in the facility, simulate and analyze the energy consumptions. Then after analyzing, we have the optimization. Okay, so we want to optimize the facility, we want to optimize the energy consumption of the customer. For that, we are, I think it's important to explore new technologies that are running AI models to predict the energy consumption. Okay, so we already analyzed, so we have information about the consumption of the industry. Then we can do predictions in terms of what will be the energy consumption the next day, and on top of that, do a better management of the energy flow. So here we are talking about energy management systems, tools that can do this optimization. Also, inside this optimization part, we have here a specific one, waste heat recovery. So quite related with energy efficiency. So optimizing the consumption. Typically around all industries, there are always heat involved. So the production of heating. So, and with the production of heating is also involved some energy that it's not being used. So waste heat recovery, it's a nice topic for us. Then we have the storage. Here we have the thermal storage solutions. As I said, we have almost all the times the heating generation inside facilities. So having the ability to store the heat will give us flexibility when I will produce the heat. Okay, so imagine that I have lots of wind during the night, but I don't have the demand in the facility to consume the heat. So thermal storage units will be crucial for this flexibility and to optimize the heat generation. Then we have here a specific one that is the intelligent air compressor control tools. So as you might know, air compressor systems or compressed air energy, I will call it energy, is one of the main usage of energy in industry. And typically it's not so efficient systems. So there are lots of work also to do here related with compressed air. And then the last one, it's the decarbonization. So if we analyze, we optimize, then we for sure we can detect opportunities to decarbonize. And here to decarbonize also related with heat as well. We are looking for new solutions in terms of high temperature heat pumps. Okay, we all know that heat pumps work well until 75 degrees, but the industry needs more heat. So we are pointing in here to solutions between 100 and 200 Celsius. So it will be a nice technology as well. And yeah, this is related with heat decarbonization as a whole. Okay, and yeah, I think I think with this we cover almost all the topics that we are trying to explore with you.
Thank you, Pedro. So that was pretty insightful. We are having some questions already in our chat, and it's about carbon capture. So can you please tell us how are you working with startups on this sense? How many projects do you have on this subject in particular?
Joan, do you have the numbers? Because carbon capture we have the industrial unit that is inside innovation that is managing that. I don't have the numbers here, but it's a hot topic for us for sure. I don't know if you have the numbers, Joanna.
Yeah, on my side, I also don't have the exact number, but one thing that we can do is, of course, talk to our colleagues in the Industrial Innovation Center and ask them the correct number, so we can then get back to you somehow. And I hope Hello Tomorrow can help us out in that. But what we can tell you is that it is something that is extremely important to us, and especially because, for example, even last year with Hello Tomorrow, actually, we launched a challenge last year in partnership with our peer Repsol, an international innovation challenge in which Hello Tomorrow was our partner, and it was specifically focused on CCU. So carbon capture and utilization. So this is something that we are very much looking at. And this challenge in particular, it was targeted towards decarbonizing our industrial assets in Sines, which is a city in Portugal, in which both Repsol and Galp have industrial sites, so refineries. And just to give you a bit of an overview on that it's for sure a hot topic, but yeah, unfortunately, I am more on the startup scouting and all of that, and Pedro is on the other innovation center, so we don't have the number, but for sure Hello Tomorrow can help us out. I hope reach you afterwards, Erwin, and we will tell you more about it.
Yeah, and just to clarify, here in this stream of decarbonizing and optimizing the industry, we are not so focused on hard to abate industry. So it's true that CCUS or CCS it's applicable to almost all types of industry with obviously with CO2 emissions, but here we are more focused on not hard to abate industry. Okay.
Joanna, can you please tell us a little bit about how would it look like a partnership with Galp? Maybe give us an example of how is it working with a startup right now? What would a startup would get once they're selected for a partnership on day-to-day?
Sure. In terms of what a startup can expect, in general, Galp and we as a team are always focused on developing win-win scenarios for both parties. So, of course, Galp needs help in decarbonizing, and that's why we are here. And we are not developing these innovative solutions ourselves. We know that people outside are doing it, so we go to the market, we work with startups, we work with researchers, and we need to, in order to reshape our energy portfolio. But on your side, what we can help you with is if you need to test your solution or if you want to enter new markets, we can help you with that. For example, and I'm talking about the markets because two of the winners last year, Coolbox and also Mobilize, which are names of two startups that we are working with currently. They won last year, and both of the pilots that they are developing right now is to test their technology in a new market. How is this going for them? So Coolbox, it is, just to give you an overview, they have a refrigerator that basically it's a cooling system that works with connected to solar panels and also a battery, and that it can refrigerate and cool itself. So they had already tested this in other African markets, but now we are going to test it in Mozambique because it is one of the countries in which we operate, and we are testing the solution there. And we are going to test it in two different communities. They are extremely different in terms also of needs and of the people living there. So we can see if it has a fit with the Mozambique market or not. So this is something that we are adding up to this startup, introducing them to a new market, to new partners. Also because in this project specifically, it's also targeted to giving access to energy to underdeveloped communities. We are also giving them access to partners that we have locally with in terms of CSR. So different associations that are connected to that on the ground and that are on the ground and can also do implementation and help measure impact. And for Mobilize, which is a company that actually Pedro knows more about because it was from the commercial side that where they won last year. They are going to test also in new markets. They are going to test specifically in Portugal and in Spain, which were two countries that they had never tested their solutions in. So what I mean by this is that there are several ways in which we can help you out as well. We can, because we have, as you can see from our presentation, Galp is a very broad energy company. We don't focus specifically on one area. And we have a lot of clients, a lot of different markets, and we are here also to help you and to help you scale your own business. And we are a team that is very focused and very committed. And we really enjoy just finding people that we can have fruitful connections with and that have a fit with Galp. So if what you can expect from us is just a commitment to always work with you and be by your side every step of the way. I don't know if you want to add something, Pedro, from this side?
No, it's clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Joanna. We have another question in the chat, and it's about drilling activities and geothermal heat. Are you interested in initiatives like this ones?
Yeah, that's related with the upstream part, at least the drilling activities. I understand here, yeah, the drilling is more related with the capture of geothermal heat, not drilling related with oil and gas. It's we don't have that in our roadmap. It's not a priority for us. Okay. It's quite related with the geography and the availability of the geothermal. It's something that we haven't explored, and as far as I know, here in Portugal, at least in Portugal mainland, it's not something that we have as a priority to explore.
Thank you, Pedro. Another question we have is about Galp financing the startups in this challenge. So maybe we can talk a little bit about the logistics, Joanna. About we're discussing today about decarbonization, but this is one of the 5 tracks that we're doing with Galp. We're more on that later, but we believe there's one winner for each track. And what is it that they're getting from this challenge if they win?
Yeah, I think Gonçalo even has a slide here with all of the. Okay.
Right to the, yeah.
So the main thing, of course, and our main intention in doing this program is to test solutions. So to do a pilot with you. This pilot will be fully funded by Galp. And besides that, you can also expect to gain access to our corporate venture capital team. Our CVC team is not located inside of our innovation department, but we work very closely with them. And we think that even though it's not something that innovation takes care of, we know how important it is also for startups. So it is still, we think, a fruitful connection for you. And of course, if you win, we will also give you the opportunity to travel to Lisbon with expenses paid. So travel and accommodation, meals. So you can attend the Web Summit 2023. We feel this is also something that is interesting for you because by having this opportunity, you can also get to know other investors, other corporates, other potential partners that you can work with, and because it's such a huge conference. So that is, these are the main things that we will be able to provide to you. but always with the focus on testing, and helping us out with our goal of decarbonizing. Is this clear, Juan?
Yes, super clear. Thank you, Joanna.
Okay.
Gonzalo, you can maybe now walk us through the rest.
Yes, so moving on, we also want to quickly give you an overview of this program with Galp. So what's passed already and what's coming up. As you can see here, a timeline, what's next. So from left to right, we can see that on May 2nd, the applications opened. So we started receiving your applications from that point on, and we officially launched the program. And then we are at the stage of the 5 Ask Me Anything sessions. As mentioned, we are 2 already, and we are here for decarbonizing and optimizing the industry. And until September 10th, you have that time to submit your applications. So we can, after that, from September 11th and to October 12th, along with Galp's team, NHT teams, look at your applications, your technologies, and assess what we think best fits what we are looking for, and have some alignment calls in order to allow us to, on October 13th, share with you the top 5 startups. So this will be the one for each track that will become a winner and receive everything that Joanna just very clearly mentioned as the value proposition. And from October onwards, the collaboration will start. And as you can see, and as you heard already, on the 15th of November, there will be the Web Summit 2023, which will be fully paid the trip to attend along with Galp. So this is a bit about the timeline and what's gone, what's to come, and the time that you have to apply, but you don't have to wait until September 10th. You can apply right away as well. And we would also like to open officially more space for your questions, as we also did already a bit of back and forth. But here we encourage you to send any questions that you might have for the team of Galp here present. We are here also at the lab tomorrow for this, and I believe we have a question from Gert. Joanna, we are located in Chicago, Amsterdam, and Faro, and AI reduce carbon footprint in large data centers and cloud centers. We work together with IBM. Are you interested in a pilot project? So it's Joanna, if you can answer.
I can take this one, Joanna.
Okay.
Yeah. Some doubts if it's related with decarbonization and optimization of industry, but it's for sure related with intensive energy consumers, and it's something that Galp is working on. We have been working in the optimization of HVAC systems in large buildings, shopping centers, hotels, hospitals, and so on. We know that data centers, I don't know your solution, but considering that it's optimization of HVAC or trying to do some kind of heat recovery, could be something that we could explore. Because we know that Galp has in our portfolio of customers some data centers. So our goal is, as we said in the beginning, is to develop new solutions for our customers. So it could be something to consider, even not being so related with the industry, but we could consider.
Thank you so much, Pedro. Jared is also elaborating a bit more. So it powered off automatically system not in use, useful for the night. And okay, he also is thanking you for your answer. So I guess it became clear also the Galp's position. So thank you so much, Pedro, for your answer. And Jared, since your question is solved, you can now officially apply to the challenge. And yeah, thank you so much. So please feel free to continue to send your questions. But on the meantime, I'm also gonna take the opportunity to talk about what's to come in regards to Ask Me Anything sessions. So we have 2 more coming up, just like this one. But regarding the verticals on scaling energy storage and environmental processes, that will be on June 7th, as you can see there. And harnessing electric mobility, the one in collaboration with BMW and Galp, which will be on June 15th, both at 5:30 p.m. so as you can see there, you can also look at the QR codes and scan the QR codes to apply directly and register directly to them. So be sure that you don't miss it. If you think that that these sessions will be valuable for you too, or if you know someone that that will be also interested in these sessions, please feel free. I do think that we covered the questions that we have received. So I would like to also ask João and Pedro here present if they have any last comments that you would like to say regarding this program. Please feel free. João or Pedro, whoever wants to take the floor, please. Maybe we can start with Joanna. Go ahead.
On my side, I will just once again do a call to action to all of you watching. And even if you are watching and you realize that maybe for this particular challenge, your solution is not a fit, we have 4 more. And please go to the website also, read more about each of the challenges, and if possible, apply or get to your contacts and talk to them and tell them, look, you should apply, because we really think that we can add a lot of value to you startups, and we would really love it if you would apply and just help us out here, because we really need your help, and we are all very, very much in line with in terms of being very, very excited for this new edition, and very much happy that we can work with Hello Tomorrow on this, and eventually meet all of you in person in Lisbon for the ones that actually win. Yeah, so on my side, that's it. I don't know if Pedro wants to also add something.
Yeah, just to highlight that you will have access to a company that the industry is the core business. So for an oil and gas company with refineries and extraction, so it's all related with heavy process and related with industry. But not only that, so we, as an utility, and as we are providing gas to the main industries in Portugal, and a lot of them also in Spain, we have a direct relation and a long-term relation with this type of clients, the industry clients. So there is an excellent portfolio of companies to optimize and to decarbonize, and lots of knowledge inside of Galp to support you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, João and Pedro. And I would also like to add that if you have any questions, please feel more than free to contact me or Alba from the HT team. We'd be also very happy to take a call with you to clarify any questions that you might have. So our contacts will be on the chat, so feel free to contact us. I want to thank everyone present, startups, and also the HT team, and mostly, and first of all, to also the Galp team for being here present to answer the questions. Thank you so much to everyone. And we at HT and Galp look forward, as Ron also said, and Pedro, we will look very forward to seeing your applications. So please feel free to apply. And thank you so much to all, and have a very nice day. And thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.